it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the ground. Smashes through. Just shedding tackles. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is huge.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. He finds his man. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. Across the 25. He's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dixon. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Coming after him. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab on the left. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 7, Clemson.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Going to the running game. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Dixon. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
Yeah, and getting a big win like that against your rival, creating momentum in this series and help you on the recruiting trail, building a program to try to make this a fist fight every year.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bennett. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, jet sweep pass. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. The Gamecocks will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
We're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Sellers. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Sellers. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
South Carolina, 21, Clemson.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He wants to throw it again. Going for the big play. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
The running back has it. Ran through the contact. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And they get the sack just like that.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Fast motion from the offense. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
5 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Takes a shot as he lets it go. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This time on target. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
2nd down now after the sack. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Peppers. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone. Gets it to the 28.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Give to the running back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught. Puts him in the spinner, still running. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
Clemson, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Kamara. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this...
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's got his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They get to him as he throws. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
35, Clemson, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air, it's Hawkins. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Got a lot of room to the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 0.
That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
And he's going to run it back. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Gets it out quickly. Shakes off the defender.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's 1-on-1, but not 2-on-1. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
power football with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to the ground with the running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He makes the connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's going to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Timeout, Clemson.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. make him sweat it all. It's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.